Hey everybody, what's up? We're back! It's your girl Krista B
and Queen P.R.
and we've been gone for quite some time now.
We took like a little 2-week break.
Yeah, a needed break because we just celebrated 1 year as those wrestling girls.
Oh my God.
We had so much fun. Thank you to everybody who came out to support us and celebrate with us, and those who couldn't make it, they gave out their well wishes. So we just want to thank you guys. It's so dope. We can't believe it's been a year already.
I know. And the love and support that we've been getting has been crazy.
It's real. So now we're back with a fun episode. We decided to do a long overdue spotlight episode on Alicia Fox. We tried to do it before, but it just didn't. It wasn't right. Now we feel like it's the right time.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Take it away.
So after Naomi tweeted our episode, we got so many people writing into us like, "Yeah, I got to do one on Alicia Fox. When are you gonna do one on Alicia Fox?" And since she's officially on the alumni side of the website, we were like, "Okay, this is a perfect time to kind of go into it." But what's crazy is Alicia Fox has done so much in the company, and yeah, so this will probably be a long one. So I'm going to do the same thing we did in the Naomi episode. We're just going to do some bullet points of some of the stuff that Alicia Fox accomplished in the last 13 years. So she was born in Florida, real name Victoria. So she was a model.
She doesn't look like a Victoria to me.
She does not.
Like, I feel like Alicia is the name.
Yeah.
Like,
I was so surprised
like Victoria,
when I learned that. And she was a model. And supposedly she was discovered in a fashion magazine by John Laurinaitis. And he was like, okay, we'll sign her. She signed to OVW in 2006, where she faced Mickie James. And she even had a championship match against Beth Phoenix. She became OVW champion, later went to FCW, and that's where she started going by Alicia Fox. And then she made her TV main roster debut in 2008 on SmackDown.
She was the wedding planner. Yeah. For Vicky and Edge. And then, of course, Edge cheated on Vicky with Alicia. Yeah. And Alicia kind of like disappeared into her foxhole, quote unquote.
Yes. And then she took 3 months off of TV after that. And then she was on ECW, or WWE ECW, and she managed DJ Gabriel. These are such throwback names.
Wow.
And then they said that the reason for her absence, and I thought this was funny, was that she took her wedding planning business to England. For a couple months. So that's why we hadn't seen her. So that's, when y'all talk about WWE storytelling, you know, sometimes they be really filling in the gaps.
Yes, that's a good way to fill in a gap for somebody's hiatus.
Right. Like
the shit we got now is trash.
Yes.
Like, bruh.
But they were like, you know what? We're going to explain where she's been. Like, so then in 2009, she got drafted to SmackDown, and I didn't know that she kind of aligned herself with Michelle McCool. And then she actually came out in Michelle McCool's corner during a championship match, which I thought was dope. Then she made her WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 26. She was in a 10 Diva tag team match that she won. She was involved with Zack Ryder for a little while. And then in 2010, she was in a Fatal 4-Way on pay-per-view for the WWE Divas Championship. And just to throw some names out there who she worked with, Gail Kim, Eve Torres, Maurice, and she actually pinned Maurice to win the championship for the first time. And she became the first Black Divas champion and only Black Divas champion, and she was champion for 56 days, which is almost 2 months. Decent. And then in 2010, I thought this was cool. She was number 17 out of 50 for the Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top women. So Becky Lynch was number 1 this year. 17's not
bad.
Bad for Alicia
still in
Fox.
top 20.
Yeah, right. And this is back when women's wrestling wasn't, seen what it is now. Her and Tamina tagged for a little while the following year. Then she was also in the tournament for the first ever NXT Women's Championship.
Sidebar, I think we have to do a spotlight episode on Tamina next.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah. She's been in the company long,
like 10
too.
years, 13 years. Like, she's been there for a little while.
It would be great to dive into, because she's probably just like Alicia Fox, like, oh, wow, I didn't know she did this. I didn't know she did that. I didn't know she did this.
And it's good to break away from her family's history, but we'll get into that another time.
Yes. I think we're going to enjoy doing that Tamina episode. She actually beat Bayley in the first round of this tournament, which I thought was interesting. And of course, Paige ended up winning and being the first NXT Women's Champion.
Wait, which tournament? I'm sorry.
NXT Women.
Okay.
And she beat Bayley in the first round.
Oh, wow.
Right? And she also has an undefeated streak in Survivor Series, which I didn't know.
Oh, me neither.
In 2013, it was Team Total Divas, which is the Bella Twins, Eva Marie, the Funkadactyls, and JoJo and Natalia against AJ Lee, Oksana, Alicia Fox, Caitlyn, Rose Mendez, Summer Rae, and Tamina. I'm just throwing these names out there because
wasn't Alicia Fox? When did Alicia Fox get the Total Divas? The year after?
Yeah.
2014. Okay, got it.
And then in 2014, she was a tag team with Oksana, and they were called Foxana.
Oh, that was bad.
She was in the WrestleMania 30 Battle Royal for the Invitational for AJ Lee's championship. She didn't win that. And then she was losing a lot on TV, and that's when they brought out the temper tantrum gimmick of where she was just like complaining about everything. And then she eventually defeated Paige on Raw, which is huge because this was when Paige was the shit. And while she celebrated, she took Jerry Lawler's crown. So I never knew where the whole like captain and crown thing came from. So apparently it's a little bit from that. And then she ended up beating Paige again, and then she lost. And then in 2014, she teamed with Paige, and they feuded against AJ Lee, and she became the captain of another Survivor Series team and won in a clean sweep. So it was Alicia Fox, Emma, Naomi, and Natalia with Tyson Kidd, and they defeated Team Paige, which was Cameron, Layla, Paige, and Summer Rae. Seems so random in retrospect.
It's real random.
And then she beefed with Naomi and the Usos, her and Damian Sandow and The Miz. And then in June 2015 was when Team Bella was formed. So I'll stop there because that's kind of our era when Team Bella and all of that is. So that's a little bit on Alicia Fox. Let's dive in, shall we? How have you felt about Alicia Fox over the years?
I've always felt she was very athletic. She was definitely a representation for me because tall, skinny, long legs. Yeah. Like I may not look like I have long legs, but they out there. And the way she would like do her scissors kick and the way that she would like pin and be on her tiptoes when she's pinning, I'm like, damn, like this girl's flexible, like she's dope. And then it kind of threw me off with her because I'm like, why are you having a whole temper tantrum? Like, why are you kicking it? Like, what? Like, why are you doing this? So that's what kind of threw me off with her. But I'm never going to take away from her athleticism. Like, she is bomb. Yeah. And for her, she's only 33.
I know, that's crazy.
Like, she's really young.
She really is. She really has a whole
maybe
life
in wrestling world, she's not as young anymore. But I don't think she should have retired just yet. Yeah. I feel like there's still more fight in Alicia. Agree. I just feel like they're booking her wrong. They were booking her wrong. Because when she teamed up with Jinder Mahal and the whole, I'm like, okay, we get mixed tag. It was fun or whatever. But the whole temper tantrum, I think she had the, did she have the love triangle with Apollo Crews? Or no, it was or Cedric Alexander. So it was just like, she went to 205 Live for a little bit. And it was just that's like I feel like that's how you know when it's the end, when you start getting put into
moved around everywhere.
Yeah, put into some dumb ass storylines, and she deserves way much more than what she got.
I totally agree, and I always kind of felt that way because you see like her work, and then you get to know her on Total Divas, and she was featured in like Team Bella and stuff like that, and when I was going back and seeing everything that she's been a part of, and she's had 2 or 3 WrestleMania moments, and, you know, she's done a lot that a lot of women even now, you know, wish that they can say that they can do. Right. But the thing with WWE is like, it's how they talk about your legacy, and they don't talk about Alicia Fox's legacy like I feel like they should. Like they don't mention, you know, that she's worked with all of these legends, you know, like Mickie James, Gail Kim, you know, not when I say legends, just like she's worked with everyone there is to work with. Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, you know, like Trish, Lita, Beth Phoenix. Like she's literally gone through all of these eras of the women's evolution in WWE and faced almost everyone, you know, like getting a pin over Paige in 2014 on Raw.
That's
like,
when Paige was like top.
Yeah, like that. I'm like,
it was like Paige and AJ Lee. Like, you really don't come in between that. And then for Alicia, that's big.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Alicia.
Right?
Kudos to you.
Yes. Like we are paying attention to your legacy, and because there's so many people that reached out to us, and like we kind of felt like a responsibility almost to like give Alicia Fox her due. And we, in the Naomi episode, we talk about how she's been in the company for 10 years. Alicia Fox has been in the company for 13. Like, she was in OVW, FCW, Tough Enough, NXT. Like, she's literally like done it all, you know. And what I like too is like her moveset. Like, you talked about her athleticism, like her, like the Northern Lights suplex that she does on her tippy toes. Like, who I had to Google that because
I was just like, what is it? I know it's a suplex, but I'm like, on her tippy toes, what is it? Her scissors kick is out of this world. Like, I don't even know who has a better scissors kick, her or Booker T. Like, I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know,
because she's up there with him.
She's up there. We gonna put that in our IG poll.
Yeah,
like,
that actually would be a really, really good poll.
Who has the better scissors kick? Because her legs go for miles, and it's just like
they really
even
really
when
do.
Like, even you know how when Charlotte gives the big boot and Charlotte just like puts her leg out, like she doesn't have to give that much effort into it. That's what Alicia Fox does with her scissors kick. Like, she doesn't have to give effort.
Yeah, and she even faced Ronda Rousey. Because I'm like trying to think of like everyone, like if I was her and like I just retired, like if I was making a list of like everyone that I worked with, like I would envy that list. Like if I was another person that wanted to work in WWE, because she's like literally done it all.
Yeah, she's and the fact that it's going so undervalued, and it's just like, bruh, like you have a legend and your grasp. Like, Alicia Fox is the legend. Now I wonder if, because of the rumors that's been happening backstage about her, or they kind of brush her under the rug. They're like, okay, we gave you an alumni spot, and now you're behind the scenes working with Eric Bischoff, but you know, that's all we could probably give you, because you did kind of get Arn Anderson fired, and you kind of, you know, like, and you probably threw this temper tantrum, so we really used it as a gimmick, but it was really for you to see how you was looking. Like, I feel like they're just trying to throw a major shade and daggers towards her, and it's just like, bro, like, she is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I was not really a Alicia Fox fan. I'm not gonna lie, and that was because of the temper tantrums of how they were packaging her. But as a wrestler, yeah, girl, me and Alicia Fox best friends. Like, my friend gonna kick your ass, literally. She got them long legs to do it.
For real.
But I really, as in her packaging, I wasn't impressed by it at all.
It's like, and then when I was looking back at like the early matches and stuff, like they used to book her to be like this like real threat to people, and I'm like, okay, that's good. But then they would then turn her more into like a comedic role. Then they would go, oh, she's crazy, and she's not crazy, she's such and such's best friend now, and now she's angry again, now she's the captain.
So basically they was making her either bipolar or person with multiple personality
disorder.
And
I'm like, okay,
like they were playing on the line of mental illness before mental illness became such a big thing on a much larger spectrum. Yeah, that's what they were doing.
I agree, and I think they never went 100%
with
anything
stuff.
And long enough for us to like care, because even when I was doing that research, there were so many gaps of time where she just like wasn't on TV, and then you put her into like, okay, well now she's Mickie James and Alexa Bliss's best friend, and it's like, okay,
just like they did with Team Bella.
Yeah,
just like they did with her and Team Bella. But when her and Team Bella, like when she came out to help the Bellas attack, I believe it was Paige, Naomi, and Tamina. This is before PCB came. This is before Sasha and Charlotte and Becky came. And I'm just like, what is Alicia Fox doing? Like, why would she sit here and attack? And in my mind, I'm just like, y'all, the only few black girls in here. Like, and then this is where race came into play, because it's just like, oh, well, Alicia Fox is Team Bella because she's trying to be white. Because she already has the blonde hair. And, you know, like, I've seen those tweets, and I'm just like, I never thought she was trying to be white, but I'm just like, why are you even caught up in this? Like, this is not your fight. It's not your battle.
Yeah.
You understand?
She was also of course, I wanted Divas at the time. So I'm like, was that
Yeah,
why?
maybe. But you got to remember, so was Naomi.
True.
So was Tamina.
True.
The Bellas, of course. So it's just like, so was Paige. Like, they were all there. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and of course, naturally, I'm going to be like, okay, all the black girls are going to stick together. Like, even when she was a heel with the Bella twins, I never looked, oh, she's trying to be white. Like, I distinctively remember a post that the Bellas, I don't know which Bella twin posted it on Instagram. It was Nikki, Brie, and Alicia. And it was like, they were on a beach and it was like a picture of their feet. And Nikki and Bree's getting all the compliments on their feet, and then you see Alicia Fox's, and they went in on her. Oh, crow's foot, hammer toe. Like, the comments were bad. Like, she even had to address it, and Nikki and Bree was just like, and Alicia Fox, I think she said she was a she was a dancer, a ballet. Like, you're gonna be on your toes. Like, even in the ring, she's on her toes. They're athletes, so. You know, you're not supposed. You can't really have the prettiest of everything. And it was from there, like, I feel like the criticism from wrestling Twitter really started to damage her, break her down. And then the picture later on came out where her face was looking really, really light and white. And we even made a video like, you know what? She's probably not bleaching. Maybe it was the lighting. Maybe it's just something for a photo shoot. But wrestling Twitter is fucking toxic, and I feel like
it really is.
That's part of why she's probably not wrestling anymore, because she really can't deal with it. Like, she's probably really sensitive. Like, we have to stress that these are people at the end of the day. Like, sometimes you can't take away the character from the person, and sometimes even as a character, you're still that person that you still feel that way. Like, sometimes I feel like it's really, really hard to differentiate and decipher the two. Look at what happened with Sasha Banks. She's Mercedes at home. She's Sasha Banks everywhere else. But if you watch her 24 or Chronicle,
I think.
If you watch it, you can see it affected both people.
Yep, it really did. And the thing with Alicia too is because of all the rumors and the innuendo that everybody makes, I feel like on wrestling Twitter, I think that took away from like her legacy as well. You know, like, she was Divas champion. Every top person she was aligned with at one point. I came across this article on Medium last night, and I wish I remember who wrote it, and it's called the Alicia Fox Championship. And they basically wrote an article about how many championship matches or championship wins or losses were associated with Alicia Fox. And they made a spreadsheet about it. And she was involved with Edge losing a championship opportunity at one point when she was in 205 Live. And of course, other women too. Like, she stopped Michelle McCool. Like, I got to give it to them because they did a lot of research. They went through like every time Alicia Fox was involved in any sort of championship match. And it's like, even reading an article like that, it's like, wow, like, she was involved in a lot of storylines, you know. And like, going back to Team Bella, the 9 women that were like chosen to be a part of the women's evolution, I feel like should all be proud of just being chosen, because, you know, Alicia Fox being with Team Bella, you were with the top bitch, you know, and I say bitches in a good way, but you was with the top girls of the company at the time. You was aligned with the Divas Championship at the time. You know, you could have been with the other black girls, but, you know, in hindsight, I would want to be, if I had to choose, you know, being on Team Bella isn't the worst.
No, I'm not saying it was.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, for her to look back on her career and being like, yo, I was a part of that. Like, if you list the people that were in those three groups, I was a part of that. I was a part of Evolution. Like, I faced Lita and Trish Stratus, you know, like, you know, Alicia Fox, despite of how WWE, you know, I think she should have got a proper send-off.
Yeah, of course.
I think they should have at least mentioned it on Raw or something. Like, you know, Alicia Fox is, you know, moving on to be an ambassador. Like, you know, something to say we appreciated what Alicia Fox did in the company. And I think that's what sucks.
I mean, but they rarely do it. Male or female. They rarely do it. Like, I feel like they believe their proper send-off is Hall of Fame. Like, male or female is Hall of Fame.
That's true.
And then when you come back, it's, oh, the Hall of Famer is back. You never really hear, the legend is here. Like, for Alicia Fox, you don't hear the word legend when people don't even think of the word legend. Like, literally before doing this, when I heard Alicia Fox, the first thing I thought of was Temper Tantrum. First thing I thought of was loud and always mean, or her swinging her boa when she comes out and she does her little entrance. And then the scissors kick. But I never really thought legend in the making.
Yeah.
Or someone who's actually gonna, like, I really wanted her to see more. Like, I kind of wanted her, I do want her to have that Becky climb.
Yeah.
Where she's at the top. I feel like it was too early for her to stop.
I agree.
And if booking is trash, what you gonna do?
Yeah. What you gonna do? And it sucks too, because I feel like she suffered, like a lot of women that came in during the Divas era who want, like the Kelly Kellys, who would say how they would beg, backstage, like, okay, I know we got to get, strip our clothes, but can we be athletic? Like, they would literally beg, like, can we make this competitive in any sort of way? And they would say, no, that's women. They don't want to see women do that. They want to see you guys be pretty. So someone like Alicia Fox coming in 2006, not being able to get the same opportunities as someone now, like a woman now. So because she's been in the company for 13 years, the women's evolution started 4 years ago. So now it's like she doesn't have the chance to do all that the women are doing now. In all that time she was with the company, gladly she was champion at least like one time. But I feel like there's so much more that they could have done. Like Brie Bella, they kept emphasizing that was her last match. That's her last hurrah. So we got a chance to celebrate Brie. We got a chance to celebrate, people's, some people make retirement speeches. Like, literally, if her fans didn't obsessively check the website, I don't think anybody would have even known. And she did like a little vague Instagram post, but you would think they would do more for like a woman who's been with the company for like 13 years.
You're right.
And okay, so Team Bella, we talked about Team Bad and Team PCB, but how did you feel about them in the midst of that feud?
I liked it because I'm just like, thank God somebody's there to actually finally shut them up. Like, it was becoming so annoying. Like, Nikki with I'm the Divas champion, I'm the longest reigning Divas champion, and this gonna be my party, and everybody's supposed to be here for me, and I'm this, and I'm... Shut up, sis. Like, but this is Nikki Bella, the character. Nikki, I love you. Don't worry. Just so much your character, sis. It was real annoying to me. It started to get really, really annoying to me. And when I'm annoyed, I'm just like, oh my God.
Over it.
Let her come out here. I'll punch her dead on her face. That's just what it is for me. And I'm just like, wow. Like, so when Stephanie came out, I was happy. And, I'm never really happy to see Stephanie. Because that was around the time she was also being a part of the Authority.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like really a bitch to Roman in the Shield.
Yeah. Smacking him and shit.
No, that was after.
Oh, that was after.
But that side, I was just like, wow. Like, she's literally putting more women in the fray. She got Naomi and Tamina with Sasha. She got Charlotte and Becky with Paige. She got...
What a time.
The Bellas and Alicia Fox. And like that moment where the NXT women put the Team Bella and them put in submission moves. So good. That's gonna be forever etched in history. Yeah. Like, you're gonna know where you were when you watched it. You're gonna know when it, like, why it happened. All of that. This is something you could tell your kids and your grandkids and your grandkids. You understand? Like, that was just something for Alicia Fox to be a part of that. I was happy for her to see her be a part of that.
That was dope. And then after that, the match that we talked about.
Sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm a hardworking woman over here.
Krista works hard.
Like, I'm exhausted, so please forgive the yawning.
But it's funny because the match, just listen to who was in this match for WrestleMania 32 in this 10 Diva tag team. Brie Bella, Alicia Fox, Natalya, Eva Marie, and Paige. Random. And Team Bad and Blonde was Naomi, Tamina, Lana, Emma, and Summer Rae. And this was on the pre-show in Brie's last.
That was a pre-show match?
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Really?
Yeah, because the main match was that triple threat: Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and
Becky.
Becky.
Oh damn! You just forgot about Becky like Mattel did.
I did. I was like, yeah. So then after that, when we put out that we were doing an Alicia Fox episode, I was like, okay, guys, like Alicia Fox fans, what should we talk about? And almost everyone suggested her match with Nia Jax at Clash of Champions, and I rewatched it, and it's a really good match. Like, it was a good match. Like, I was like,
I'm over here trying to remember that match.
It was one of those, like, it just kind of breezed
Was it like
through.
a filler type match?
Yeah, but they had a feud, and people said like, it was a really good, underrated feud. So I rewatched this particular match, and I was like, oh, okay, that was good. And during this time, she was also on Total Divas for 2 seasons. And I missed her on Total Divas because she was like a different perspective, and I found it interesting that her and Cameron didn't like each other.
Oh, I didn't. Why?
I was like, that's very interesting.
No, they both had the attitudes, but Cameron kind of took us a little bit further off the screen. And yeah, like yeah. Thank you, Lord, it's not me. That's all I'm saying.
And then in 2006, she wins another Survivor Series match. She was the captain on Team Raw with Bayley, Charlotte, Nia, and Sasha Banks.
So 2006, 2016.
2016.
You said 6.
I said 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my bad.
Like,
I think it's because I've been saying that for
I'm like wait, Bayley was there 2006.
Because she's been in the company since 2006, right?
Yeah.
I just was I couldn't believe that for some reason because that just seems like so long ago. And they defeated Team SmackDown with Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, and Natalya. And what I found interesting about that is she beat Bayley and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match on Raw to become captain of this team. That's crazy to think now that like Alicia Fox beat Sasha Banks and Bayley in a triple threat. Cray. And then after that, she moved to 205 Live, and then you talked about the love triangle she was in with I want to say Noah.
It was Cedric Alexander
and Cedric Alexander. Yeah, Noah Dar, something like that. And
Noam Dar. Wow, I forgot about Noam Dar. Oh my gosh.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know. Shoot.
What did you think when
Don't ask me what I think about love triangles, please.
Oh, I was gonna ask what you thought about Alicia Fox with the whole captain gimmick, because I feel like this is when that kind of started.
I was confused as hell.
And she took that Captain of Survivor Series and she like ran with it.
That's where that came from. I was confused. I'm like, why she keep walking around with a captain's hat on? And then it's not even on properly, and then it tilts over and it falls. Like, I was really genuinely confused. Like, I guess they tried to pull it off, something similar like King of the Ring.
Yeah, maybe.
It didn't work out. It didn't work that way.
It wasn't well. I think this is when I feel like superstars are always in like this weird thing, because it's like you gotta make something work 100%. But then it's like, if I'm not given the TV time to make it work, like then you're in this weird place where it's like, oh well, she's not consistent, and it's like, well, if she's not on TV every week to make us believe it, then it's like not. If every time she just pops up and she's crazy, and it's just like, oh,
not pops up and she's crazy. I mean, but you have a point. Like that goes to show you how they sometimes don't take the women wrestlers seriously, because like we said before, Alicia Fox has literally, if you want to really put it in layman's terms, she's paved the way. Yeah, she has paved the way. If it's not for the ones we have now, it's definitely for those in NXT. You know who I can see kind of mirroring her in certain ways? Bianca Belair. Like, Bianca Belair with the attitude, of course. Sometimes she has a tantrum, but then she has her hair to, like, help with, I feel like Bianca Belair can definitely kind of mirror Alicia Fox. Now, don't give her Alicia Fox gimmick now. Leave her where she at with the
Yeah, I like her. The EST.
That EST, like, that's it. But I could see Bianca Belair mirroring some stuff of Alicia Fox.
Me too. And
I can even see that as a feud.
Me too. I want her to come back so badly. Like, and I think because I became more of an Alicia Fox fan over between like last night and today, I'm like, yo, they really could have did a lot with her. Like, they dropped the ball, like so much. And then So that was really pretty much her 2016. And then in 2017, she feuded with Sasha Banks for a little while. A lot of people also say that was like they had underrated matches as well. And then she gets injured and she's not able to be in the first Women's Royal Rumble. And she posted like a very emotional post about breaking her tailbone. Did you feel like Alicia Fox deserved to be in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble?
I thought she was, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back and rewatch a lot of these things because my mind is on like a million miles a minute. But I really thought that she was. And now you're telling me that she wasn't. I'm just like, oh, damn. Does that mean she wasn't missed? Because I thought she was there?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
I'm so bad.
That was also, wrestling moves fast.
It
like
does.
That was already about to be 2 Royal Rumbles ago. Which is like insane. But then eventually she comes back and she aligns with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. How did you feel about that faction?
I don't think I was here for it, to be honest. I was happy that, Alicia got to fight against Trish and Lita at Evolution. We were there.
Yeah, oh my God.
But I just felt like they put Alicia Fox in there, one as another place to fill her, two as like a bodyguard or an extra hand. And that was really it. Like, I don't think they decided to do it like genuinely to see if the storyline would work.
Yeah. And it seemed like, because I do know that Alicia Fox and Mickie James are like really good friends in real life. And when Alexa got injured, that gave Mickie James and Alicia Fox a lot of time to like tag together and whatnot. So, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. I said the same thing about the Riot Squad when Ruby Riot got injured. Like, that gave Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan time to shine because Ruby Riot was the one that was getting all the match opportunities. So that was cool in 2018. I thought that was them, like, slowly giving Alicia Fox some shine. She was really popular in Mixed Match Challenge. Like, she got really good pops with the whole Mahalisha and them having to be all zen and everything when Alicia Fox is the opposite of the opposite of that. So that was really cool. And then she was in the 2019 Royal Rumble. She came in at number 16 and then she was eliminated by Ruby Riot, but she had a good, like, I love Royal Rumble. That's my favorite pay-per-view. And what I like about Royal Rumble is that throughout that hour and 20-minute match and all those 30 people, you get these little mini storylines that are being told. So she had a moment with Maria Kanellis, and y'all know I love myself some Maria Kanellis. So that was cool. And I felt like someone who last year wasn't involved in the Royal Rumble at all to now having like a nice moment. She eliminated a couple people. I'm like, that's good for you,
right,
Alicia.
Right.
And then we don't really see her much after that. We see her, that's when all the rumors and everything kind of started about her backstage and
her being drunk
all the time.
Her being addicted to alcohol and
and
her
we don't know.
Arn Anderson fired because of that. But that Arn Anderson thing, I just feel like if Alicia Fox was getting drunk, right? But they already knew that Arn Anderson was leaving. Oh, well, say that Arn let her go in the ring intoxicated and put her health at risk, and, you can fire him that way. Instead of saying, all right, Arn chucked up the deuces. He went on to AEW. He'll be missed, but he's always had to place it. Like, I just feel like they kind of put them two together because that doesn't seem right.
It didn't seem like a reason to, like, and like I don't know what happens backstage at WWE, but that
at least not yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah. But it just didn't sound right to me. And
I'm sorry.
Wrestling Twitter sometimes I feel like manifests things that aren't really like 100% true, but because it's being said so much and all these dumbass blogs write about it so much that's like what everybody will. She was like, even some people responded on Twitter to our Alicia Fox appreciation post like, oh, she should stop drinking. Oh, that alcoholic. And it's just like,
I mean, I think there was a video going viral where Alicia Fox did look a little intoxicated in the ring. That was the video that kind of cemented Arn Anderson leaving. I think I did see that video. But at the same time, you still gonna discredit her from everything that she's done because of that one mistake?
Yeah, and okay, she probably should have known better. But if that's the reason why, like, and then mind you, these are 2 veterans that got fired off of this incident. So it's like, okay, so was it really that?
Right, but we're not even condoning.
Serious?
Let us be clear: we're not condoning what Alicia Fox did. If it were true, we're not condoning. You got to be safe when you drinking and all of that. You have to be safe. Putting your body in the ring and you're intoxicated or any situation you're under the influence, you just got to be safe. I also feel like y'all giving her too much credit. Arn Anderson, if like I said, if it was true that Arn Anderson didn't stop her, Arn Anderson's a whole probably 200 and 300 some odd pound man compared to Alicia Fox. You could pick her up. Let's go. You understand? Like, so stop blaming it all on Alicia.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Yeah. And like, we've all have workplaces and, you know, we don't know the details behind that. But, like, if she does have a problem with alcohol, like, hopefully she's, like, getting help and shit like that.
I mean, well, when she came back for, what was it? When Stone Cold was there? When all this
Raw Reunion,
she looked good.
She looked really good.
She looked really good.
And on her Instagram, like, she's been in love for the last year or so. Like, this is the most happy, and again, it's just social media, I know. But at least on Instagram, she seems more happy than she has in a very, very long time. And you've been on the road wrestling, putting your body through that for 13 years. You know, that's a long time. And, you know, watching Total Divas this season, especially, like, I realized how important it is to have an off season when you work for WWE. Because it's not even just your physical health. Like, you're literally on the road constantly. You don't see your friends and family. You're putting your body on the line. Your mental health needs like Sasha Banks said she hadn't heard her real name in 7 years. That's insane. Like, you have to take time out to be like, okay, and Nia Jax had an epiphany in this season. I told you it was like, granted, like, a knee injury took her out, but she and Nikki Bella have this heart to heart where it's just like, yo, you have to take time out and figure out who are you outside of this business. Like, you know, because now you have Alicia Fox that her gimmick blurs the line with her personality. So now people don't really know who Alicia Fox is. Does Alicia Fox know who Victoria is? It's like it comes a moment where you got to realize, and then you're not getting appreciated and used properly. You know, who knows what Alicia Fox's head was by the time she, you know, this year when she ended up, you know, parting ways with, you know, WWE.
I guess we'll never know unless we hear from the Foxy one herself.
She's supposedly scheduled for some WrestleMania stuff, but like access and stuff like that. So at least her fans would be able to get to do like a meet and greet. And I found it interesting too that her last match was against Becky. Becky tapped her out on Raw. So that was her last match on TV as of now. As we can see, CM Punk just fucking came back to Backstage. So never say never. They all come back. Hopefully this means Alicia Fox, you know, can come back and hopefully at least do more than she, you know, in this evolution time than she did, you know, before. Which I think will be good.
I know this is an Alicia Fox episode.
What's up?
But I am really still trying to wrap my mind around fucking CM Punk.
Yo.
But wait, not even that. The fact that CM Punk is back. All I can hear is, light it up. I cannot wait. AJ, baby girl, we need you to come back. We need you. Like, we really need you.
Like, I literally screamed. And we were texting, and I was just about to put my phone down, and I checked Twitter one last time, and I was like, oh, okay. And they was like, this just happened. And I was like, okay.
I'm like, that don't even look real. When they put it in our Facebook group, I'm like, that doesn't look like an accurate account.
I was like, oh, what the
Then I saw the video, and I was just like, laying in my bed.
I literally screamed out. If AJ, like, I screamed for that, AJ, I'll probably, like, faint or something.
Oh my goodness, let's go for Survivor Series. Like, y'all already know Survivor Series is my favorite pay-per-view ever.
Yes.
And, like, just have her come out for Survivor Series, maybe for a surprise
commentary, anything.
No, fuck all commentary. Let her come back and fight. Like, that's
I'm just trying to be realistic.
That's cute. Let her come back. No, the realistic part would be her coming back and fighting.
Okay.
Her being somewhat, like, even if she got to go back to NXT and she's the part of some type of NXT wig.
Shit, NXT is the shit right now.
Right, like
I would want to be in NXT over any other brand at this
big
point.
facts. Look at Finn Balor. But anyway, this was a really dope episode of Alicia Fox.
It was.
There's not much that I can't say about her. She's dope. She's athletic. She's pretty. She's beautiful. She's a woman of color. She made history, first ever African American woman to win the Divas title, and the only one to ever hold the Divas title. She became the 8th woman to hold that Divas title at that time. So she's really, really dope.
Yeah, she really is.
If you Alicia Fox stands, because we have a lot of you on our Twitter page, if there's anything that we missed out, let us know.
Yes.
Maybe there'll be a part 2. Maybe we'll just jump on our Patreon and definitely do some more.
Yeah, we could do like a things you didn't know
about Alicia
or like
Fox.
Her best matches or something,
or her feuds. Like, let us know. Drop them in our comments.
Yes,
and we'll keep you posted on things that's coming up with us next. And let us know. We want to hear from you. Who else we should do a spotlight episode on? Like, we have so many.
I know, right?
Females.
And it's really fun going back, and because I went through a period where I stopped watching at least like during the mid 2000s, and so going back and seeing everything that these superstars do was really fun.
Yeah,
I would love to do that for like Mickie James or Tamina. even because like she did a lot with Alicia Fox. I saw a lot of that, and I was like, oh, okay.
He's not a Tamina fan.
I'm not a fan. Let's put it like that.
That does not make
like
sense.
I'm a fan of all the women, but I'm not a particular fan of Tamina's. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, Tamina.
She's not being transparent with you guys. I can say that I'm not a fan of a female.
I'm not excited about Tamina.
Okay, that's better.
But am I always happy for her to get opportunities?
Of
yes.
course.
Am I going to be happy that she's on TV? Yes. But I'm not going to be checking for her matches or anything like that.
I will.
But on Total Divas, there's a really nice moment because Nia Jax literally found out she had no ACL in either of her knees. And so she had the choice to sit out WrestleMania, and then she was just like, I can't do that to Tamina, because if I sit this, because they were a tag team at the time for the tag team championships, and she was like, I want to give Tamina her WrestleMania moment. And she's been and she like started crying, and then I was live tweeting, and everyone on Twitter is like, oh damn, Nia, you got us all crying for Tamina. And it's when you think about it, like. And then I had to rewatch that match because then I had to see Tamina, because I'm like, wait, Tamina never had a WrestleMania moment.
Tamina did not have a WrestleMania moment. Tamina was amazing in that damn match.
Yeah, she was.
From what I was there, I saw it.
Yeah.
I would have never known that Nia was hurt. Because they moved well.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost, but it was
good
for her to have that WrestleMania moment, especially after everything with her father. Whatever. You know what?
Tamina episode next.
Yes, we're gonna save it because I could go in.
Yes,
I could go on for Tamina. I rep for my Samoans.
Yes,
hard, like hard. But I think we're wrapping up this episode. Yes. Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox, we love you.
We love you, girl.
We hope that we see you a lot more on TV and meet and greets and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, girl. Hang out with us. When Naomi come and hang out with us, you come hang out with us too, all right?
Yes.
We all gonna be there. And on that note, it's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen P.R.
And we are out.